So when this song came out, it was smushed in with all of the other national broadcasters that were just fitting in towards the end of the season. So every single song kind of blended into one another. But we all had this sneaking suspicion that Switzerland was going to pull something out of the bag because it was the first time they've ever gone internal. Well, not first time ever, but like the first time in a while. So we all kind of had high hopes. And so when Luca came out with this, it's easy to see why everyone kind of lost their stuff over it. So I'm really, really happy that Switzerland's finally getting some hype that they really like deserve because Zibs was absolutely robbed. I will fully like fight to the death over that. And yeah, it's very much the second Fuego-inspired song we have this year in terms of the running order. The first being obviously Replay Fuego. Yeah, and I love that Luca's just got this like really bubbly personality. He seems like a really lovely guy to talk to. He's just got a charisma about him, and I think it's something that we don't really see that often in Eurovision because he's young, so he's kind of got a lot of that kind of spark. Like, yeah, I really, really, really want to do this. I want to do something really nice for get a really good result for Switzerland, and I think this is obviously going to qualify. There's no doubt about that, and I can fully see this being in the top 10 given the right staging. Which, knowing Switzerland, they've been really like fine tuning their skills. I just hope that this will kind of ignite a kind of public support for Switzerland's sort of like for the Eurovision in Switzerland, because obviously with the string of bad results, maybe this is just a me thing, but I always get really secondhand anxiety for countries that like don't do well because maybe they might consider, oh, Eurovision's not worth the amount of money that we're putting towards it. So this should hopefully kind of raise the spirits for Switzerland. It's obviously qualifying. It's definitely going to get top 10. And can we just talk about how much of a absolute fitty Luca is as well? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, he is gorgeous, no problem. He can come back to mine anytime. I'm not gonna be a problem.
It's a family podcast.
Well, let me just put it this way. To quote Sirhat, don't forget my number, call me anytime.
Smooth.
Nice. Okay, I'll go next. Now I haven't checked the betting odds in the last couple of days, but last time I checked, like, I think they've dropped down a little bit since then, but I think just over a week ago they got as high as second in the betting odds, which like I just found like so weird. Like people are getting excited for a Swiss entry for the first time in a long while. Like not even Sabolta got this much excitement a few years ago, and lots of fans loved that song, so it's just like pretty crazy to me. And I have to say the song isn't completely to my taste, but I completely understand where the excitement is coming from. When I first watched the video, I was like, oh, okay, Switzerland have definitely come to play. It just felt very competitive and very slickly done kind of thing. Yes, it's kind of rather the same kind of trick that Sweden's been pulling in Melfest, at least the last few years. This kind of like very slickly done solo male choreography heavy entry, but I have to say, Switzerland's done a pretty snap-up job of doing that, and yeah, I think they have rights to be excited for the first time in a long while. I think this is potential to be pretty dangerous on the Saturday night, I think.
Yeah, it's such a fourth in the Melfest final song, isn't it?
Oh.
Now, to put this in a bit of perspective, the last time Switzerland got a top 3 or a top 5 even, Kylie and I were both in short trousers, and Rory, I don't know if you were even born, were you?
Which year?
1993.
Oh god, yeah, I was just a little twinkle.
Oh. So, for Switzerland's sake, I really hope this does well, and I'm really wanting to do a Switzerland special on this podcast sometime in the near future. Whether that happens next year, we will see. I'm hearing mixed reviews on the grapevine about this song. I mean, obviously the fandom have gone crazy for it. I'm hearing Switzerland as a surprise winner. I'm also hearing Switzerland as a surprise non-qualifier. For their sake, I hope it qualifies because we need them back in the final. But I feel like I'm kind of on the fence with this one. No, I really appreciate it, but it doesn't set my camel in the mood.
It doesn't have you dirty dancing as much.
Clean dancing, maybe.
Okay.
I think it is worth pointing out that I do believe that the delegation have got Sacha Jean-Baptiste doing the staging this year, so they're kind of...
Oh, well,
you expect it to be sleek.
Or possibly Geneva.
So yeah, the Fuego comparisons are very warranted. Although a lot of the people are like, not every dance song is the Fuego copy, saying that it sounds like Despacito as well. And I can kind of see it with both. It kind of sounds like if Despacito wanted to be like Fuego, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know, have you guys heard of that Fuego mashup with She Got Me, Chameleon, and Replay? Honestly, you can't even tell where one of the songs ends and the next one begins. It just shows how, like, derivative they all sound of Fuego. Like, that's not a bad thing per se, because it shows how much of, like, an amazing, like, influence Fuego's had on, like, just European music as a whole. But, you know, you gotta stand out, girl. Just saying.
Girl.
Okay. Anything else on Switzerland before we give this a score?
I've just checked the odds, and currently Switzerland's in third place at 8-1. So if you feel like maybe putting on a bet, that might be a safe bet to go for.
Yeah, it might not be a terribly bad bet, I think. Depends how everyone else around it goes. We might have to save a lot of money if indeed Switzerland end up taking this, because I do hear that Switzerland is quite expensive.
Yay!
It's becoming a running theme with Eurovision host countries, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll cut off an arm and a leg just for a semi-final ticket. It'll be fine.
Why can't Georgia win the Eurovision Song Contest?
Why can't Georgia win the Eurovision Song Contest?
Maybe one day they will. Who knows? But anyway, let's give Switzerland a score. I'm gonna give this a 3.
Oh, we're gonna get hate mail. I think I'm giving this a 3 as well.
I'm gonna give it a 3 as well.
Okay, and the public give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh, lower than I expected.
Yeah, although to be fair, the 5s do come pretty rare with the public, so 4 is actually a really good score by public standards.
Oh, okay, fair enough.